The Prairie View A&M University Panthers are a member of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, commonly known as the SWAC. The Panthers are a Division I FCS program of the NCAA. The Panthers compete in the following sporting events. From the men's division: baseball, basketball, cross country, football, golf, tennis, and track and field. From the women's division: basketball, bowling, cross country, golf, soccer, softball, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve and partner with the Prairie View A&M University Athletic Department, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. Be sure to visit our website at OBN-Radio.com. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Dr. Mike Prince and the Lady Panthers have traveled to Nacogdoches, Texas, to take on the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin here in the Coliseum of Mr. William Johnson Coliseum right here on the campus of Stephen F. Austin. Of course, I'm Dr. Mike Prince. Lady Panthers bring in a 5-5 overall record, 6-5 depending on who you ask if you count the exhibition game against the Jarvis College squad to start the season off. Lady Panthers coming in off a one-game winning streak, while the Lady Jacks are coming in with a 7-game win streak. So something we'll have to give on this evening, and we'll be here to give it to you as it unfolds here at Stephen F. Austin on another brisk night. Not as cold as it has been on the travel here, but the Lady Panthers are warmed up, ready to go, and we'll have some more pregame beginnings right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network when we return. You're listening to Panthers basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're listening to Prairie View A&M University live sports coverage exclusively on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you as we are moments away from the tip-off between the Lady Jacks and the Lady Panthers. Both teams will be featuring purple as their primary color. Lady Panthers will be in their rolled purple uniforms with the gold lettering, while the Lady Jacks will be in their home grays. Have yet to see their numbers because they're still in their shoot-around warm-ups, but the Lady Panthers will be shooting to my right as we'll start this first half of playoff. As we may mention, Lady Panthers coming in with a 5-5 record, but if you ask any of the young Panthers, even the coaching staff, they feel that in their heart of hearts, they are much better than what their record is indicating. In fact, they will go on the limb and say that they should be 9-2. Some of the losses that the Panthers have had were to Rice, SMU, Texas Tech, and DePaul. Now, according to the powers that be, they did have a convincing loss to both Texas Tech and DePaul losing to Texas Tech by the score of 85-43, and to DePaul their last outing on 94-62. But if you look at the win column for the Lady Panthers, of course, we may mention they did beat Jarvis. They beat Nichols State, Bethune-Cookman, and they beat Texas State. The common denominator for all of these teams is that the Lady Panthers have had to come from behind. Their last game against Texas State at home on the campus of Prairie View A&M University saw the Lady Panthers overcome a 19-point deficit as they were able to come from behind and win that game by the score of 64-60. Some heroics by Miss Jeronia Allen. She was a spark plug, and Miss Newman, Dominique Newman, coming in, scoring a career high of 21 points to rally the Panthers back in to the fold of things as they were able to take care of the Lady Bobcats of Texas State. Well, today will be a bit of a different nature for the Lady Panthers. As we may mention, they're coming in with a team who has won 7 games in a row, and they are led by Miss Taylor Ross, who scored 29 points on her last outing against Texas Permina. As they beat Texas by the score of 89-70. And as we mentioned, Miss Ross, Taylor Ross, had 29 points in her last outing. Some of the wins for these Lady Jacks will be as such. They were victorious over, well, they lost their home opener or their season opener to South Dakota by the score of 80-74. Then they were able to take care of Oklahoma Panhandle by the score of 77-43. They played Texas A&M, who the Lady Panthers will be playing on the 28th of December. They lost to Texas A&M by the score of 63-48. Then you had George Mason, where they were victorious over George Mason in the nail biter by the score of 77-76. They beat Coppin State by the score of 72-57. They were victorious over LSU of Shreveport by the score of 93-56. They beat University of Texas at Arlington 65-60. Beat Louisiana Tech by the score of 60-58. Took Montana 54-46 and was victorious, as we mentioned, over Texas Perriman by the score of 89-70. As Tori, I almost said Tori Carter, but Taylor Ross was victorious, leading the way by the 29 points. Lady Panthers have come in, as we may mention, taking care of business on their last outing against Texas State. We'll go over some numbers as they match up when we return with more of our pregame show right here from Lumberjack campus here in Nacogdoches, Texas. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. We're going to take us another break, and we'll be right back with more of our Prairie View Lady Panthers basketball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The voice of Waller County Athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824. Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540 FM 1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-931-5566. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas.
Is your business in the black? Do you really know? Gunderson's Bookkeeping can lower your taxes, increase your profits, and help control your cash flow. Services include complete payroll, bookkeeping, and income tax services. Call for a free business assessment at 936-372-2661. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, otherwise known as the Voice of Student Athletics, has been serving the community since 2002, providing local and regional coverage for high school and collegiate sports. Be sure to show your support by becoming a listening partner by going to our website at OBN-Radio.com. Annual donation of $72 a year will help continue for us to provide local and regional high school and collegiate coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you as we are moments away from our tip-off. We got our starting lineup for the night. A slight change in the lineup, but we will get over into that in just a moment. Lady Panthers coming in with a 5-5 record as they will get ready to take on the Lady Jacks, who come in with an 8-2 record overall. Talking with Coach Raven Justice prior to the game, and the scout coach, if you will, Miss Brittany Mason, saying this Lady Jack team loves to run up and down the court, of course, led by their leading scorer, Miss Taylor Ross, who averages 16.6 points a game. They have a post presence, too, on this team. Miss Stevie, sorry about that, Miss Stevie Parker. Stevie Parker is averaging 10.4 points a game. She is out of Bixby, Oklahoma. Starting lineups for tonight will be as such. For the Lady Jacks, you'll have Taylor Ross, if we mentioned. She wears number 2. You'll have Miss Kennedy Harris wearing number 4. Stevie Parker will be wearing number 21. Taylor Jackson wearing number 22. Adrian Lewis will be holding it down in the post. She wears number 55. For the Lady Panthers on tonight, a slight change in our starting lineup. With, of course, playing guard will be Alexis Parker. And if you had not heard, Alexis Parker joined the 1,000-point club in her last outing against not against Stephen Elf, but against Texas State. She scored 6 points, needed 6 points, and she is in the 1,000-point club. Congratulations to the senior out of Savannah, Georgia. Number 12 will be Dominique Newman. She'll be holding it down in the backcourt. And the leading rebounder for the Lady Panthers, number 20, Lachey Haynes, will be starting in the forward position. She averages 8.8 rebounds a game. You have, of course, the senior, Miss Tori Carter. She wears number 24. She'll come in. And a little wrinkle in the starting lineup tonight will be the PV native, Miss Kayla Bell. They affectionately call her KB. She wears number 25. She'll be playing in the 5 position to start off. And Miss Mariah Campbell will be coming in, of course, off the bench to get things set up for tonight's contest. So you have the starting lineups. We're going to have our tip-off here momentarily. Panthers coming in on the night, averaging 64.2 points a game, while they're averaging giving up 71.4 points a game. Now, a couple of those games, of course, are miscued by a couple of the losses that they had, in particular to Texas Tech and DePaul. Those numbers kind of skyrocketed up, but those are the facts about the Panthers. Panthers are 38% from the field. They're 233 made out of 606 attempts. And Prairie View from the three-point range is shooting 33.1% as a team, 48 of 145. From the free throw line is where the Panthers are somewhat being challenged. Right now, they are shooting 53.8%, just a little bit under 54% as a team, 128 for 220 at the free throw line. Prairie View averages 8 steals a game, while the opponents are getting about 8.8 points a game. Panthers and the Lady Jacks will be doing battle here in just a moment. Teams are coming out with their final tidbits of the shoot-around, and we'll be ready to have some shoot-around right here with Panthers basketball. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
Larry's Automotive, located in the Field Store community of Waller County, is equipped to handle any automotive service or repair on your diesel or gas engine, truck, car, tractor, trailer, or RV motorhome. With in-house financing and scheduled service reminders, Larry's Automotive can handle it all. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566, or look them up online at larrysautomotive.net. Larry's Automotive is an approved AAA Texas repair facility employing ASC certified technicians and a 2-time Better Business Bureau Award of Excellence winner in automotive service. That's because they believe in running an honest business with a no-problem guarantee. Remember, every service visit comes with their 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide warranty on parts and labor. That satisfaction worth the drive. So stop on by or call today, 936-931-5566, 936-931-5566.
The Prairie View A&M University Panthers are a member of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, commonly known as the SWAC. The Panthers are a Division I FCS program of the NCAA. The Panthers compete in the following sporting events. From the men's division, baseball, basketball, cross country, football, golf, tennis, and track and field. From the women's division, basketball, bowling, cross country, golf, soccer, softball, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve and partner with the Prairie View A&M University Athletic Department, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. Be sure to visit our website at OBN-Radio.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. They've turned the lights out. They're getting ready to introduce the Lady Jacks here on the campus of Stephen F. Austin, non-conference battle. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas, whatever you would choose to acknowledge at this time of year, but we do know that it is a big time throughout the world. Lady Panthers and the Lady Jacks about to do battle right here, as we may mention the starting lineups for both teams on tonight as they get ready. Leading scorer for the Lady Panthers is Miss Alexis Parker. She's averaging 15 points a game, in fact, 15.1 points a game. She's also leading the team in field goal percentage. She's 46% from the field, and she also leads the team from the charity stripe. She's tied for that at 65% from the charity stripe. She's actually tied with Miss Newman, Dominique Newman, for the 65% mark at this moment. There's a little delay right now in the deal. The lights are out there showing some highlights, but there's no activity going on right now. So what we're going to do is we'll take us a quick break, and we'll come back and get ready for our action between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Jacks right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics, as they're now getting repped up to get the teams introduced. While they're doing the introduction, we'll go ahead and take care of a little action ourselves and come right back with some Panthers basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Radio, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, 87.9 FM, Prairie View, Texas.
Why am I going to college? I'm going to make a difference.
I'm going to do what makes me happy.
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate college.
I'm going to work hard. Be independent.
Live large. I'm never giving up on my goals.
I knew I wanted to go to college.
But figuring out how to pay for it, I didn't have a clue.
The U.S. Department of Education has over $100 billion.
And that's a lot of money to help students pay for college.
And the free applications?
You mean the FAFSA?
I did it online. It was easy.
I'm going to follow my dreams.
Make the most of every opportunity. I'm going to find out how to pay for college.
I'm going to college.gov.
Need money for college? The U.S. Department of Education can help. Find out more about planning and paying for college at college.gov.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The tip has been controlled by the Lady Jacks, and they will be going from our right to left as that first basket was able to be taken care of for the Lady Jacks. They get the first point down in the paint as Lady Jacks were able to get Adrian Lewis in the fold. Panthers now coming across the timeline. Torrey Carter gets it across the timeline, working on the left wing, working at the high post, setting picks, working low now is in Parker's hand. Back to Carter. Carter gets it back to Parker. Parker drives, shoots just inside the three-pointer, and it is good. Lexus Parker makes it all even at 2 here in the early parts of the game. Lady Jacks getting it across the timeline, working down in the paint to the big post girl Lewis. Lewis in the long jumper that time was missed by Ross, and here come the Panthers with the rebound, slowing it down, getting it across the timeline, penetrating, going to the hoop was Carter. She misses. Rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks. Coming back on transition, getting the basket good, and Ross will get her first field goal of the evening, and it is a 4-2 lead. Lady Jacks on top of the Panthers. Panthers working now across the timeline is Torrey Carter. Carter swings it down in the corner. Working in the post is Kayla Bell. Back to Carter on the left wing. She backs up, now penetrates, coming through, and she misses the shot, but then it was blocked. The attempt was blocked on Bell, and here come the Jacks. Lady Jacks getting it across the timeline, setting it up over into the corner, into the hands of Harris. Harris swings it back over to Ross, and Ross with the long pass working down low to Lewis. Lewis off the glass, and she makes that good. And Lewis makes it 6-2. Lady Jacks on top of the Lady Panthers. Carter gets it across the timeline now, working the backcourt with Lexus Parker. Back over to Carter. She gets over, and there's a quick whistle against the Lady Jacks. That was number 10, Miss Brittany Blanchard. She picks up her first foul. This is a non-shooting foul, so the Panthers will inbound. Getting it across is Torrey Carter. Carter working on the near side. Now she comes back up to the top of the key. Working around now, getting it over, penetrating, looking with Parker. Parker kicks it back out down low, and Bale working and kicks it back out of the long pass up to the top of the key, back and forth over in the corner. That jumper was good from 3, and the foul. To make sure they're going to say that the shot was off, Lewis was called for the foul. Jeronia Allen now enters for the Panthers. That's going to be Alexis Parker hitting from the 3 to make it 6-5. I just wanted to make sure they counted it in. So now she will be able to tie this contest up with her free throw attempt. Parker's free throw is good, and she has tied it up here at 6 points apiece. The Savannah, Georgia senior in the 1,000-point club. Actually, now that's 1,004 with the three-pointer and the free throw to assist. Lady Jacks bringing it back up the floor, working at the top, down low to Lewis, and Lewis gets the basket again, and they are not able to answer as Haynes now have the dubious task of guarding Lewis down in the paint. Panthers get it across the timeline, working. There's Parker for 3, hits the front of the rim, no good, and we have another quick whistle. Jeronia Allen is called with the foul. So now you have Kia Pfister that comes in for the Lady Jacks. 6-6 is our score. Panthers and the Lady Jacks all tied here at Stephen F. Austin. Working now the Panthers in their zone coverage, and there is a turnover, an unforced turnover, first one of the game. And Mariah Campbell will now come in for the Lady Panthers. We have 6 minutes and 42 seconds in the first period of play. All tied at 6 here as the Panthers get it in the timeline, across the timeline, working the short jumper from the elbow is no good. Rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks. In transition, coming across, stop in the lane, and it's going to be a whistle foul against the Lady Panthers. They're going to call it on Hayes. Hayes gets her first foul. Taylor Ross will go to the line to shoot 2. Hayes picks up her first foul. Ross will now come in. The first shot, the left-hand shot, hits the front of the rim, no good. And so the Panthers stay locked up. Well, with a trailing right now, 8-6. That second shot does fall in. It is now 9-6. As the Panthers come across the timeline. Getting it across the long pass to Hayes at the top, swings it over to the corner. That jumper by Allen is good. And it is now 9-8. Lady Panthers trail the Lady Jacks. Coming back across, all the Lady Jacks working over in the corner. That long jumper from 3 is good, as that was going to be Brittany Branch with the 3-pointer to make it 12-8. Panthers get across the turnover, and here come the Lady Jacks. 3-on-1 break, going across, missing that shot and following up. Branch missed the shot, but followed up, and that's going to be another quick foul against the Panthers. We're going to call it on Parker. Stevie Parker will go to the line to shoot 2. And the score being 12-8 here in the opening play of the first period. First Parker shot is good from the charity stripe to make it 13-8 now. Newman comes back in for the Panthers. Second shot hits the front of the rim, and the rebound picked up by the Panthers. Miss Mariah Campbell gets that rebound. Now the Panthers get it across the timeline now, working down in the far corner is Allen. Allen gets it back to Carter at the right wing. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Now penetrating, the shot kicked out, and the jumper for 3 hits it no good. It's the back of the rim. Newman not able to connect on that. Back on transition now. Panthers defensively are set up. Lady Jacks working down low. That shot thrown up, and the rebound picked up by the Panthers. Panthers kicking it out as Newman was able to kick that out for the rebound. Now slowing it down will be Carter. Carter set up. Now she's being guarded. Now she stops pass. Gets it over in the far corner to Newman. Newman gets it to Allen. Allen at the top. That jumper by Hayes is good. Hayes hits her first 3. Well, they're going to say it was just inside the 3, so it's 13-10. We'll say she was 0 for 6 for tonight with 3s. I'll give it to her. Working down low in the paint. The move is too strong, and the rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks. That's going to be out of bounds, and they're going to say it's possession for the Panthers. We got immediate timeout. It's 13-10. Lady Panthers trail the Lady Jacks right now from Stephen F. Austin. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and Panthers basketball. We'll be right back.
You want to know what Boy Scout is all about? Boy Scout, the American program, has 3 specific objectives, commonly referred as the aims of scouting. They are character development, citizenship training, and personal fitness. If you have a young man between the ages of 11 and 17, and you live in the Houston area, dial 713-659-8111. On my honor, I will do my best.
Teenagers and their mood swings are well known. But what if their normal reaction to the stresses of life develops into depression? Hi, I'm Dr. John Hellerstedt with the Children's Health Minute, presented by this station and Pet Care, connecting families with CHIP in children's Medicaid. Genuine depression in teens can be hard to spot because normal teen behavior is marked by ups and downs. Some signs of depression include excessive sleeping, a change in eating habits, faltering school performance, even negative behaviors like substance abuse or shoplifting. Never ignore the signs of teen depression. Consult your family physician, who may refer your child for further evaluation and treatment. It's never a sign of weakness. Your child needs professional help with depression.
Keep your kids healthy. Call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-NOW for information or when it's time to renew your children's health insurance. That's 1-877-KIDS-NOW. Care in sickness and in health.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. We got a media timeout right now. Lady Panthers trailing by the score of 13-10 at this moment, but the Lady Panthers are holding their own, if you will. Leading score at this moment for the Panthers would be Jeronia Allen. She has 2. Lachey Hayes has 2 for the Panthers, as the whistle has, or the horn has sounded off, as the Panthers get ready to come in. For the Panthers, total points would be Miss Alexis Parker. She has 6. As we get ready to inbound here for the Lady Jacks. The inbound is back in time, working it around the perimeter. Panthers in their zone defense right now. That was a drive by Ross. She misses that shot. The rebound is picked up on the long rebound by the Lady Jacks. Ross comes back, kicks it back out. The three-point attempt is no good. It's in front of the rim. Finally a rebound by Newman for the Panthers, and the Panthers bring it up on transition. Panthers trailing 13-10 here in the first period of play. Carter working it around the perimeter. Working down low now, driving his alley, kicks it out to Carter. Carter's thought about it, and she kicks back, gets it down low, trying to get the shot, and it gets the shooter's touch to fall in for Campbell, and it is a 13-12 deficit now for the Panthers. I'm sorry, not Campbell, but Hayes, Lachey Hayes with the point. Working down low, and that basket, it was no good. Trying to get it down low was Harris, and that ball was knocked out of bounds. Jeronia Allen has re-entered for the Panthers. And the Panthers will have possession here with the inbound. Get it into Newman. Newman gets across the timeline. Panthers going from our left to right with their purple tops and gold numbers. Working down low to Carter. Carter goes, stops, throws a shot up, and it falls in. 14-13. Lady Panthers on top of the Lady Jacks. Lady Jacks bringing it back across the timeline. Working is Ross. Ross trying to find it. Gets it up to the high post. And almost lost it. Trying to penetrate, get through the long pass. The jumper from deep downtown. No good by, it was going to be a whistle stop, but that was no good by Branch. And a foul. Mariah Campbell will get her first foul called against her. And they're going to say it was underneath, as Stevie Parker will go ahead to get the opportunity to shoot 2 for the Lady Jacks. 14-13 is our score. First shot falls through for Parker, and that will make it 14-14. Taylor Jackson, number 22, has just stepped in for the Lady Jacks. Stevie Parker's second free throw attempt en route, and it's nothing but bottom of the net. 15-14 is our score. So now Riley Hardy will now come in for the Lady Jacks. Harvey, I should say. Inbound now for the Lady Panthers. Parker gets it across the timeline, being trapped and looking for some help. Gets the long pass across to Carter. Carter now on the right wing. Swings it over in the corner. That ball was tapped out of bounds. Or was it a miscue? They're going to say it was tapped out of bounds. Tried to get Jeronia Allen in the near corner. And she was defended, so they'll get a chance to inbound it here with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Carter working from the right wing, trying to get open as Parker, so it goes over. Then that ball was tipped, trying to get it to Parker, and Newman makes the save, and then she turns it over, and here come the Lady Jacks on transition. On the defense is Carter. Carter gets the turnover, and here come the Panthers on transition. Attacking the cup, and the shot, no good. Picked up by the Lady Jacks, and the Lady Jacks now coming. 15-14. Lady Panthers trail the Lady Jacks here in the first period of play. Ross is working it for the Lady Jacks. Working down in the paint is Parker. Parker throws that shot up, and it's going to be fouled. Mariah Campbell picks up her second foul. 2 minutes and 19 seconds as Lady Jacks will come to the line here. First shot is no good. Parker will try to hit this second shot as Haynes comes in for Mariah Campbell. Second shot up by Parker. Hits the front of the rim, and it falls through with the shooter's touch to make it 17-14 now. Lady Jacks on top of the Panthers. Panthers getting across. Working now is Hayes, and she looks and she turns that one over. And here come the Lady Jacks on the attack of the cup. And there's Taylor Ross. It makes it 19-14. Panthers now feeling a little pressure. It's a trap. They get through the timeline. Coming through, trailing 19-14. Trying to work it down low. Penetrating and getting it off the hands of Hayes. And it's going to be a whistle. Foul against the Lady Jacks. Newman will re-enter the game for the Panthers. I was going to say it was a non-shooting, so the Panthers will inbound. A fresh shot clock, 30 seconds. And another quick whistle. So Parker just got her first foul on the evening. Panthers get ready to inbound yet again. They get the inbound in, working on the far side of the court. Now, almost lost it, picking it back up was Allen. Allen swings it over into the corner, thought about it, now putting up his Newman. That is good. There's only two, but with deadly accuracy. I should say Parker, not Newman, Parker for two. 19-16. The lone jumper by Ross is no good. Picked up by the Panthers. Alexis Parker gets to the cross, dishes off. That jumper hits the front of the rim. That one no good by Newman. Here come the Lady Jacks on the transition. Going through Roll. Just ran over the Panthers. I mean, taking that one for the team was Carter. Hayes is called for the foul. Wow, you're talking about a big hit. Panthers will get ready to inbound here in the first half. Allen gets across the timeline, quickly scurrying through. Long pass, penetrating is Carter. Carter steps back, kicks it back out, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Stoppage in play. Panthers have a little time left on the clock here. 52 seconds. 52.7 to be exact, as the inbound coming in, working. Is Parker at the top of the key, cross dribble, coming to the right side, spins, inside move, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks. 19-16 is our score. Lady Panthers trailing by 3 at the moment. Coming back now is Ross. Ross being guarded by Allen. Ross crosses over, swings that pass over to the left wing. Tries to hit Hayes. Hayes gets it back to Ross. And now they're down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. And the jumper thrown in as Brittany Cross was able to get it. Another almost a turnover by the pressure by the Lady Jacks. And the Panthers are able to dodge the turnover from there. Well, no, they actually did get the turnover. It was knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. So the Lady Jacks will now come in. Penetrating now is Ross. Ross kicks it. The jumper is going to be no good. They say it was at the buzzer. They're going to look at this to see if that was good. I don't know if she had it released, but meanwhile they're going to say that is the end of the first period. Lady Panthers trailing by the score of 24-16. We'll take a break and we'll be right back to start the second half or the second period, I should say, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540-FM1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-931-5566. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Is your business in the black? Do you really know? Gunderson's Bookkeeping can lower your taxes, increase your profits, and help control your cash flow. Services include complete payroll, bookkeeping, and income tax services. Call for a free business assessment at 936-372-2661.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here for you as the Lady Panthers are trailing at the moment 24-16. Leading scorer for the Lady Panthers is Miss Alexis Parker. She has a total of 8 points, 7 points for Lachey Hayes. Leading scorer for the Lady Jacks will be Miss Brittany Brandt. She hit that three-pointer right at the end of the first period of play. She has 8 points, 5 points for Taylor Ross, and you have a total of 6 points for Miss Adrian Lewis down in the post. The Lady Panthers have 2 points in the paint, no turnovers, no points off of turnovers, 2 points on second chance, no fast break points, 4 points off the bench. For Stephen F. Austin, you have 8 points in the paint, 6 off of turnovers, 3 second chance shots, 4 fast break points, 2 points off of the bench. Lady Panthers going to have to step it up. They're 7 of 16 from the field, 1 of 4 from three-point range, and 1 of 1 from the field. Total of 7 rebounds for the Panthers, 6 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive rebound. For the Lady Jacks, are 8 of 19 from the field, 2 of 3 from 6, 6 of 8 from the charity stripe, a total of 14 rebounds, 6 offensive and 8 defensive rebounds. Panthers trailing 24-16 as the inbound will go to Tori Carter. Carter now working to her right side, get it across, working to Allen. Allen gets it to Parker. Parker looking, trying to get a shot. The shot from the left elbow is too strong and followed up by Hayes, as Hayes makes it 24-18. The Lady Panthers trail. Panthers back on the defense now with their zone coverage, working the perimeter now. There was Brandt thought about shooting a three on the left wing, but she gets it back. It's saying there's a turnover, and here come the Panthers on transition. Parker breaking towards the cup, waiting for the pass. She gets it, goes off the glass, and it's good. Alexis Parker makes it 24-20. Lady Panthers trail here in the opening minutes of the second period of play. Panthers back on defense now as Ross brings it across the timeline. Setting up the high post is Parker. She gets it back into the hands. Going up the attack for the cup. And they're going to call a foul against the Panthers. Going aggressive for Kendra Hicks gets called with the foul. And Riley Harvey, the freshman out of Howell, Texas, shoots her first free throw, and it is good. Makes it 25-20. So Adrian Lewis will now come in for the Lady Jacks. Second shot is good to make it 26-20, and now substitution. Stevie Parker will come in for the Lady Jacks now. 6-point lead for the Lady Jacks over the Panthers. Panthers going from our left to right now. Panthers ready. Waiting for the inbound. Looking, and Carter gets the inbound from Parker. They who are walking the back court right now as the Lady Jacks find a little bit of a press, not a whole lot. Getting it across the timeline with 22 seconds working, penetrating, and that is going to be a foul called against Lady Jacks. Lewis picks up her second foul and is going to allow Parker to come to the line. Parker will go to the line shooting 2. She already has made her presence felt in tonight's contest as she misses. She has a total of 10 points on the evening. 26-20 is our score. Parker's second shot en route. And it is good. 26-21. Alexis Parker now with 11 points on the afternoon, or the evening, we should say. So now the Lady Jacks coming across the timeline right now, working it. And there's Branch shooting from 3, and she's nailing that set shot. She sits there and waits for that shot, and she gets it and nails it. Makes it 29-21. Carter penetrating through the trap. Gets it across the timeline right now. Panthers trailing by 8 here in the second period of play. There's a turnover, and here come the Lady Jacks. 3-on-2. Missing the layup was Ross. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Possession for the Panthers. 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. Lady Panthers trailing by 8 points, 29-21. Getting the inbound to Parker. Parker being guarded by Branch, and they're still working and get it across the timeline. Carter gets it back across, swings it down low, and a good quick pass, and the basket good. Good ball movement by the Panthers as Hicks makes her presence felt, getting the field goal to make it 29-23. Panthers working. Branch getting open. Now she swings it over to the corner. Another long jumper, and that's good. Stevie Parker makes the three-pointer 32-23 now. Lady Panthers trail. There's another pressure. Carter gets the pass across over to Newman. Newman missed that shot. And here come the Panthers back on the defense. Working underneath pass. The basket's no good. The follow-up is going to be good. Ross with the basket. Panthers take a timeout. 34-23 is our score. Panthers trailing. Got a 30-second timeout, but they just said something to the effect of media. And we'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to Panthers basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The voice of Waller County Athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824. Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540-FM1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-931-5566. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. Lady Panthers trailing 34-23 at the moment. Leading scorer for the Lady Jacks is going to be Miss Brittany Branch. She has a total of 11 points. 7 points for Taylor Ross. Leading scorer for the Lady Panthers, of course, is Miss Alexis Parker. She has 11 points. And behind her would be a total of 4 points. You have a couple at 4 points for the Panthers. You have Veronia Allen and Kendra Hicks. with 4 points. It is 34 to 23, 7 minutes and 19 seconds remaining here in this first half of play. Lady Panthers in their final game before the Christmas break. They will be back in action on the 28th of December. They'll travel right down the road to Bryan College Station to take on the Lady Aggies of Texas A&M. They're doubleheader that night because the men will be taking on Houston Tillotson, and that game will be at 1 p.m. tip-off time, and the women's game will be at 3. I'm sorry, the women's game will be at 1, and the men will be at 3. Getting the ball back in now on the Lady Panthers, going from our left to right. Carter gets it across the timeline. Panthers trailing 34-23. Panthers working, being patient, gets the pass up top. Working, now back to Carter. Carter stops, penetrates, drives the basket, but they're going to call the foul against the Lady Jacks, so the basket will count for Carter. She makes it 34-25. Harvey charged with the foul, her first foul, as Carter will go to get the and 1 to make it 34-26. Shot being offered up by Carter in route, and it's a little too strong. Rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks. 34-25. Lady Panthers trailing by 9 right now. Setting back on defense now, sitting over here in the corner, waiting. If that set shot was Branch, that ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be possession for the Panthers. What Branch does, she just kind of like lures herself away and gets in her set spot. And by the time she gets it, she's releasing it. The Panthers going to have to make some adjustments to that as Parker works a high give and go as that ball down in the paint. And it's going to be a foul called against the Panthers. Hayes, as she was second foul. And Harvey will go to the line to shoot 2. Panthers trailing 34-25. Harvey sets, bends her knees, releases, and that field goal is good. Harvey makes it 35-25 as the Panthers making some type of adjustments here. She has a total of 3 points thus. Harvey, second shot is good and makes that 4 points as it is 36-25. Panthers will get the inbound. Coming another trap by the Lady Jacks. Carter working the backcourt for the Panthers. She gets it across the timeline over to Parker. Parker with a long pass, gets it up. The shot no good by Allen, but then followed up. And Alexis Parker gets the basket to make it 36-27. Panthers back on defense as Ross sets it up, gets it over to the corner of Branch. Branch gets it back up top. Panthers showing good patience on the defensive side. There's a turnover, and here come the Panthers going across, kicks it over, and getting it over now to Carter. Allen thought about shooting, but kicked it back out to Carter. They'll reset the offense. Carter right now on the right wing, working it with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Crossing over, penetrates, drives, the basket, no good. The rebound, and there's going to be a foul underneath. A good move by Carter. She drove right past her defender. Stevie Parker was called on her first foul, a third team foul. Carter will go to the line to shoot 2. Carter coming into tonight's contest as she attempts the first one. It's no good. Carter was 58% from the free throw line coming into tonight's contest. That has been the Achilles heel for the Panthers. Talked with Coach about that on yesterday during the shooting round, and she just made mention that that's a mental approach right now. She said they got to approach it mentally, and the second shot is missed as Carter was not able to get it. The ball was kicked out of bounds by the Lady Jacks, so an unforced turnover will be in favor of the Panthers as the Panthers will get a chance to redeem themselves from missing at the charity strike. 5 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Panthers trailing 36-27. Carter now working as the Panthers setting up their play. Swings it over And the jumper from in the corner was no good by Parker. Rebounds from Dawn on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be possession arrow in favor of the Lady Jacks. And the Panthers still trying to climb, trailing 36-27. Panthers back on defense. Now Parker is guarding the set shot shooter Branch, who gets the ball now. Swain trying to work down low, and good block. Nice presence by Mariah Campbell on the block of Harvey, and here come the Panthers on transition. The inside to three-pointer, the left-handed jumper, no good by Carter. Rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks. Lady Jacks penetrating 3-on-2. That basket was missed as there's a travel. They're fighting each other. It was the same two fighting for it, as that was Kennedy Harris, and there's going to be, you can hear some of the Lady Jack fans not liking the call, but nonetheless it's going to be possession for the Panthers. 36-27, Lady Panthers trail as Carter now gets across the timeline. Carter penetrates, looks, trying to set it up. And there's going to be a foul to stop play momentarily. They'll reset the 30-second. Branch will be charged with her second foul, the fourth team foul. Panthers with 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. Trailing 36-27. The inbound to Carter on the backcourt. Now they're penetrating, looking. Carter on the left wing. Now she goes all the way back to the right wing, hands it off to Allen. Allen at the top, kicks it back out to Parker. Parker sets a three, no good. Boxed out and couldn't get the rebound. Great. Okay, they're going to say it was last touched by the Lady Jacks. So it will be possession for the Panthers. A new shot clock, as they will now get ready to get the inbound. The inbound to Parker, back on the right wing, over, and that ball was off the hands of Carter. Could have questioned whether or not it was touched by Lady Jack. Newman has now entered for the Panthers. So Newman will be on the floor at the current time. She's guarding Kennedy Harris, number 4, for the Lady Jacks. Panthers trailing 36-27. Ross penetrating, and there's another quick whistle. And we are having our little challenges at this moment. 3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining. And they're going to call that one against Torrey Carter. So the Panthers getting around down in low, and that's going to be an easy basket for Stevie Parker off the inbound to make it 38-27. Lady Jacks doing a lot of the damage down in the paint. Carter gets it across the timeline, gets the long wild pass that was saved by Allen. Allen penetrates inside the paint, shot too strong, and there's going to be a foul called as the Panthers came up with the rebound. Hicks gets called with the foul, and she was in position. They're going to call that one on Hicks. She picks up her third personal foul. Mariah Campbell will now come into the game for Hicks. So the Panthers still trailing 38 now, 38-27. Working is Parker at the high post. Stevie Parker now kicks it over to Ross. Ross swings it back across, and there's another set shot from 3. Parker nailed that one from 3 to make it 41-27 now. Panthers trailing. Panthers get it across the timeline. Panthers trying to respond. Down low, couldn't handle the pass, was Campbell. And it's going to be still possession for the Panthers. Last touch by the Lady Jacks. 21 seconds on the shot clock. And we have 3 minutes and 6 seconds on the game clock. The inbound is in. Allen gets it over into the corner to Carter. Carter on the far side. Now she penetrates, comes to the paint. Just a left-hand scoop off the glass, and a beautiful shot. 41-29. Carter makes it now for the Lady Panthers in their deficit. Coming back across are the Lady Jacks, as there's another long three, and Stevie Parker is Harvey, I should say, 44-29, and the Panthers are down, as getting it across is Carter. Carter working, looking, penetrating, kicks it out, and we got a loose ball foul against the Lady Jacks. As that is the 15th foul. That was Miss Brimberg. Her name is Lavisa Brimberg. Carter will go to shoot 2 for the Panthers. First shot is good for Carter. Axe Parker will re-enter now for the Panthers here. Carter for her second shot. It's no good. 44-30, 14-point deficit for the Panthers. Panthers back on defense as Ross swings it over. Working now, being very methodical. 15 seconds on the shot clock, and that ball was knocked out of bounds. There was collision down low in the paint. Ross, they're going to call that one on Allen. They call a foul on Allen, the 15th foul, so that is going to send Ross to the line. As Alexis Parker leading the Panthers with 13 points, 7 points for Tori Carter. First point, the free throw attempt is good for Miss Ross, Taylor Ross. She had 29 points her last outing. She sinks those 2 free throws to make it 46-30. And the Panthers trailing, penetrating, and that shot was missed by Hayes. The rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks, as the Lady Jacks now come back with a 16-point lead. Working, spinning, trying to get it low. Working down in the paint, and there's going to be a foul against Allen as trying to work down low. That's the 3rd foul on Allen, and Harvey will go to the line to shoot 2. Panthers trailing by 16 points here. First free throw is good. Makes it 47-30. Presley will now come in to give Allen a break. She has 3 fouls. 1 minute, 37 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Second shot is good to make it 48-30. Parker gets it in, working on the backcourt now is Carter and Parker. In the far corner for the Panthers is Presley. Panthers taking their time. 15 seconds on the shot clock. There's another turnover. And here come the Lady Jacks. Now they decide to slow it down as they get it across half court. The bounce pass over. Now thought about it. That should have been a travel call. Working down low. And that basket is good. Harvey gets the basket to make it 50-30 now. Lady Panthers trailing by 20 with 1 minute left here in the first half. Panthers get it across the timeline. Working, penetrating from the left side. The dump pass to Parker. Parker thought about it inside at the top. There's a jumper. No good by Haynes. Followed up. And it's going to be a quick whistle. They are discussing the matter now. It's going to be Panthers ball as they will get the inbound. Trying to work it over now. The Panthers down by 20, 50-30. Panthers being patient, working the perimeter, and we got another loose ball foul. And this one will go against the Panthers. Let's say Hayes with her second foul. We have 35.5 seconds remaining in the first half. A 5-point 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Panthers coming across, or the Lady Jacks coming across, being very slow and methodical now. Panthers in the man-to-man coverage right now. Slowing it down. Working, you got 5 seconds on the shot clock. There was a turnover, and the Panthers shoot it, and it's good. And a long Torrey Carter with the basket, and at the end of the first half, the Panthers trail by 18 points, 50-32. Lady Panthers make a run at the end with the steal and Torrey Carter to get the basket. We'll take us a quick break, and then we'll come back and have a little bit more of our stats, numbers, and information coming up from the Open Mic Broadcast Network and Panthers basketball coverage right here on Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Elton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
Special about Prairie View is the history. The history of Prairie View is all about inviting our students to come into an institution of higher education and to put their best effort forward.
The most special thing about Prairie View A&M University is our College of Nursing.
The fact that the administration and the staff actually and the faculty actually work together to help the students.
My favorite component of this university is the relationship that faculty has with the students, and it's a very positive environment. Faculty works very well with the students in developing the students inside and outside the classroom.
Well, there's a lot of traditions here.
I think that historically Prairie View has always been about teaching, research, and service.
The sense of community, the sense of family.
I think the tradition that I carried away is we are very successful out in the industry.
Our homecomings, the marching storm band.
My favorite, personally, is Climb to the Hill.
The work ethic of all our students, not just in the College of Nursing, but in all the other colleges at the university.
If I could describe Prairie View with one word, it would be...
One word? Famous. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Exceptional.
Amazing.
Awesome. Prairie View is just awesome. It's an awesome university.
The Prairie View A&M University Panthers are a member of the Southwestern Athletic Conference commonly known as the SWAC. The Panthers are a Division I FCS program of the NCAA. The Panthers compete in the following sporting events. From the men's division: baseball, basketball, cross country, football, golf, tennis, and track and field. From the women's division: basketball, bowling, cross country, golf, soccer, softball, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve and partner with the Prairie View A&M University Athletic Department, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. Be sure to visit our website at OBN-Radio.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime right here between the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. The Lady Panthers are trailing by the score of 50-32. Leading scorer for the Panthers is Alexis Parker. Alexis Parker is 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range, and she's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. She has a total of 3 defensive rebounds. She is averaging 6.3 rebounds a game, so she's about halfway home. She has 1 personal foul. She's played 13 minutes. She has 2 turnovers. She's played a total of 17 minutes. She's got 13 points. She has no steals, no blocks to her credit. As a team, the Lady Panthers are 14 of 33 from the field, which gives them right at 42.4%. If you recall our breakdown of the numbers, the Panthers came in shooting at 38.7% on the season so far. Panthers are 20% from the three-point range. They're 1 of 5. On average, they came in at 33% in that area. And the free throws, Panthers are 3 of 8 from the free throw line and 37.5% from the charity stripe in this first half of play. They came in just a bit under 54% on the season game here after 10 games of play. So the Panthers got some work to do. They have a total of 14 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, and 8 turnovers for the Lady Panthers. And to the credit of Ms. Hicks is credited, Kendra Hicks has 1 block on the evening. Leading scorer for the Lady Jacks is Miss Brittany Branch. Brittany Branch has a total of 11 points. Brittany Branch is 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point range. She has a total of 2 rebounds. She has 2 personal fouls against her, 3 assists, and she has played 13 minutes here in the first half of play. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I've got to make the mentions of the minutes here. The Iron Woman, if you will, for the Lady Panthers with 20 minutes of play, of course, is Miss Tori Carter. As a team, the Lady Jacks are shooting 50% from the field, 15 of 30, 6 of 10 from three-point range, which has been the big difference maker at this point of the game, and another difference maker, 14 of 16 from the free throw line. That gets them 87.5% from the free throw line, 60% from the three-point range, and 50% from the floor. They have a total of 24 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds, 16
defensive rebounds, and they too have eight turnovers here in the first half of play. The leading minutes would be Miss Taylor Ross. Taylor Ross has 18 minutes. She is 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and she has a total of 3 rebounds, 1 offense, 2 defensive, and she has a total of 9 points. Panthers, believe it or not, outscoring the Lady Jacks in the paint. 16 points for the Panthers in the paint, 14 points for Stephen F. Austin. Points off of turnovers, Panthers have 4 points. The Lady Jacks have 10. Second chance shots, or second chance points, Panthers with 6, Lady Jacks with 5. Fast breaks are even at 4. Panthers have 8 points off the bench, while the Lady Jacks have 16 points off of the bench. That is going to give us our halftime report right now. The Lady Panthers trailing by the score of 50-32 here at halftime, and we'll have our second half of play coming here momentarily as the Panthers will be coming out here to get their focus on this second half to see if they can overcome this 18-point deficit. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more exciting Panthers basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. Serving the Hempstead Bobcats, the Waller Bulldogs, the Royal Falcons, and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can follow us on Twitter at OMBN_radio, or you can like us at our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on iHeartRadio at iHeartRadio.com. Go to the talk section, click on sports, and search for OBN Sports, the voice of Waller County Athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you as we are getting ready to start our second half. Panthers trailing by the score of 50-32 here in Pineywood Country as Lady Jacks will inbound to start this second half off. They have flipped the sides. Lady Jacks now going from our left to right as the Panthers have their starting 5 back out on the floor. Working down low in the paint. And there's Lewis picking up where she left off. She has made it now 52-32, and there was a steal down below by the Lady Jacks and a quick whistle to start this second half off. Hicks picks up her 4th foul, and Branch will go to the line to shoot 2. Branch, first free throw is good to make it 53-32. Mariah Campbell will come back in as Hicks has 4 fouls. She will have to be careful of her involvement. As the second shot is good to make it 54-32 now. Parker coming across the timeline. Penetrates, goes, dishes it off, but it's turned over. And here comes Ross on the fast break for the Lady Jacks. Transition, giving back, give and go. And the basket is good. Parker with the basket to make it 56-32. Stevie Parker, that is, not Alexis Parker. Parker with the ball now for the Panthers. Gets it over the shot. Hayes, and it's a turnover by the Panthers. And here come the Lady Jacks as the crossover move is going to draw the foul. The Panthers not off to a great start here in the second half. Parker picks up her second foul as Taylor will come to shoot 2. Taylor Ross out of Pflugerville sinks her first free throw. She's averaging 16.6 points a game. Newman has just checked in for the Lady Panthers as they will give Parker a break. Second shot is good, 58-32. That's 11 points now for Ross.
Panthers trailing by 16 points as they get it across, 26 points as they get it across the timeline. Working, taking the time is Carter. Carter gets the high pick, set up, and they're going to call a foul against the Panthers. As you have Bina McCoy on the floor now for the Panthers. So Ross will get it across the timeline for the Lady Jacks, working with a 58-32 lead. Panthers trying to stop the ball movement, but good ball movement by the Lady Jacks. Walker gets another in the paint basket to make it 60-32. A lot of points have been in the paint. Both teams had a lot of their damage done. Panthers had 16 points at the half. The Lady Jacks had 14 points in the paint. Carter now gets it across the timeline, working, looking. She sets up, swings it over in the corner. The jumper is good, no good, just inside Newman. And that is going to be a off the ball of the Lady Jack. And it's going to be the they got a heckler here that is giving the officials the blues here. Panthers will get a chance to inbound. Ready to get the inbound into Jeronia Allen. Allen at the left wing gets it back up top to Kayla Bell, who swings it back out the corner. Bell working down in the paint. Bell comes back up to the high post, working, moving. Panthers got 16 seconds on the shot clock. Working it, setting it up now, going back to the left side. The shot from Allen is no good. The rebound, and they're going to call the foul. Is it on Campbell? Say it's not so, and it is going to be on Campbell. Campbell picks up her third foul. Campbell's been effective down in the paint, but she's been having trouble with fouling. And hopefully they can work through that, as it will now be possession for the Lady Jacks. 60-32 is our score. Lady Jacks working on the perimeter shot right now. Working, and the Panthers cutting off, rotating well. A quick whistle has blown. Substitution. Parker will come back in for the Panthers. Bell will come out to get a breather as they're ready to resume play here. Working down in the paint on the Lady Jacks, swinging back out. There's a long jumper. That one is no good. Rebound picked up by Carter. 3-on-1 going and off the glass, and it's good for Parker. Parker makes it 60-34. Quick transition return for the Lady Jacks. Throws off the glass. It's no good, but the follow-up rebound and the basket is going to be Harris. Harris makes it 62-34. Lady Jacks on top. Panthers coming back across the timeline. Parker swings it back to Torrey Carter. Torrey Carter looking over here in the left wing. Working now is Allen. Allen comes all the way across, trying to get it, swing it to her in the corner. She thought about shooting, fakes baseline inside, and no jumper. Good. And the turnaround, no foul call against Campbell. Campbell grabbed the rebound, turned around, threw it up, and was banged by Lewis, but no call. Good transition. Lady Jacks missed a shot, but the whistle is blown for the foul. 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the third period. 62-34. Haynes will come in for the Panthers as she will give a breather to Miss Parker again. Ready for the inbound. And that ball was thrown up, and it's going to be saved. Now it's turned over. Here come the Panthers. Panthers pushing across. Gordon tries to get the transition. Good defensive hustle by Taylor Ross. Tried to swing that ball down over in the corner to Hayes. I'm sorry, not Hayes. Campbell. I'm saying Hayes. Campbell. So it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Lady Jacks on the defense. Carter now on the left wing. Dribbles with the left hand, stops and does not get the continuation, but the foul was called. as that was on Brittany Harris, number 4. Second team foul, first foul on Brittany Harris. Carter will inbound, looking. Hayes trying to scramble open, and they get it up to Hayes at the top of the left wing. Gets it back to Carter, who comes back and retrieve it. Panthers now setting up the play. Coming up with the high pick was Campbell. Now Carter penetrates in, swings it over. That jumper is no good off the front of the rim. That one was missed by Allen, and the shot is good as Ross adds to her total. That's 15 points for Taylor Ross now. 64-34, 30-point lead for the Lady Jacks. Panthers coming across. Carter penetrates. Top and a good shot down in the paint to get Mariah Campbell. Campbell gets her presence off the glass to make it 64-36. Lady Panthers are trailing. Still trying to fight here. It's penetrating. Is Ross throwing it up. They're going to give a continuation with 5:22 and the foul. It's going to be 66-33. It's going to be Mariah Campbell picking up her 4th foul. So foul troubles continue to be the Achilles heel for the Panthers. Ross will get the and one bonus attempt. She shoots that one, and it is good. 67-36. Lady Jacks on top. Carter penetrates, breaks through the defensive wall, misses the shot. Rebound picked up, swung out by the Lady Jacks. 2-on-1, penetrating, bounce pass, and a good rebound and a block. And a whistle was blown. Back on transition was Haynes. And they're going to allow that to be the Panthers on the defense. So it's 24 seconds on the inbound, and that's turned over the Panthers' good presence. Lachey Hayes with her second block with the 2-on-1 disadvantage showed good presence and discipline, and there's a quick whistle to stop play. And they're going to reset it to inbound with 20 seconds for the shot clock for the Lady Jacks. Working down low, bounce pass, and they're going to call another foul. Newman was called with the foul. So you will have the Lady Jacks at the line. Kaya Fisker, she gets her first point of the night to make it 68-36. Fisker wears number 12, sophomore, out of Denmark. Misses the second shot. And here come Alexis Parker, 68-36. Lady Panthers trail here against Stephen F. Austin. Working, penetrating off the glass, and a nice shot to get the follow-through by Hayes. Lachey Hayes makes it 68-38, Panthers trail. Lady Jacks coming right back across and looking, penetrating, and there's going to be another quick foul call against the Panthers. Lachey Hayes, and Hayes gets her third foul. Media timeout. Panthers trailing by the score of 68-38. We're going to take us a break, and we'll be right back with more Panthers basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Larry's Automotive, located in the Field Store community of Waller County, is equipped to handle any automotive service or repair on your diesel or gas engine, truck, car, tractor, trailer, or RV motorhome. With in-house financing and scheduled service reminders, Larry's Automotive can handle it all. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566, or look them up online at larrysautomotive.net. Larry's Automotive is an approved AAA Texas repair facility employing ASC certified technicians and a 2-time Better Business Bureau Awards of Excellence winner in automotive service. That's because they believe in running an honest business with a no-problem guarantee. Remember, every service visit comes with their 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide warranty on parts and labor. That's satisfaction worth the drive. So stop on by or call today, 936-931-5566, 936-931-5566.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to remind you today's broadcast being made possible by Lone Star Community College of Tomball, Texas. Lone Star Community College of Tomball, Texas is a higher education opportunity for everyone. You can transfer classes and bring them right on to Prairie View A&M University, or you can go ahead and work on numerous of workforce trainings in a variety of exciting fields. All you have to do is check out the options at lonestar.edu/Tomball at LSC-Tomball. At Tomball, Lone Star Community College of Tomball, Texas, it is all about you. I want to thank Edmunds Insurance, located at 1202 Alliance Street in Waller, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping, located in Waller, Texas. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. And Trinity Christian Learning Center, located at 2903 Boris Diarc in Waller, Texas, where love and learning connects. Dial 936-372-8292. And we cannot forget our good friend, Mr. Garland Harris, Jr., Realtor from Keller Williams and Metropolitan, located in Houston, Texas. The Panthers are trailing by the score of 68-38 as they got a little old school pour some sugar on me. Some of you guys might not know anything about that. Panthers right now need some sugar on their jump shots. They're 40%, 17 of 42 from the field, 1 of 6 from three-point range, and 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, Parker, who's at the line where the Lady Jacks already 6 of 11 or 20 of 23, make it now 21 of 24 from the line, 69-31, as Parker's second shot falls through to make it 70-38. Lady Panthers trailing the Lady Jacks. Panthers going from right to left in their purple uniforms as they come across the timeline now, trying to work things out, is Torrey Carter. Carter working the backcourt with Lexus Parker, who's waiting over in the corner for the opportunity. Being patient, all the Panthers trying to penetrate through, and they're going to call that foul against, was that against Hayes? Or they're just going to say it was just out of bounds. No foul call, so the Lady Jacks will get the ball off the turnover. Ross penetrating quick, and they just call a quick hand foul against the Panthers. As Dominique Newman picks up her second foul. Taylor Ross will go to the line shooting 2. Taylor Ross coming off a 29-point night as she sinks that shot to give her a total of 17 points on the evening. Second shot is good. That's 18 points for Taylor Ross, 72-38. Lady Panthers trail the Lady Jacks. Carter gets across the timeline working, and the jumper is no good. They pick it up, and going up was Hayes. Hayes looked like she may have been fouled, but to get it back on the Hicks, I should have said. That ball was turned over as trying to get it was Parker and threw it away, and to get the roll-in glass for Branch gets the kiss off the glass to make it 74-38. Panthers coming back. Parker gets it down low. Could not handle the pass was Hicks. Panthers with the save. Torrey Carter back at the top of the key. Panthers pull it back out to slow it down to reset. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Carter working on the far wing. Now she looks, trying to get it over, working down in low, and that's a turnover. And here comes a 3-on-2 break for the Lady Jacks, and the basket is good. Branch with the basket. It is now 76-38. Lady Jacks on top of the Lady Panthers. Panthers coming back across. Torrey Carter trying to set things up here. Panthers working. A jumper from 3 by Parker is no good. Rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks, and a foul is called as Dominique Newman was charged for the third foul. 2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers on the short end right now, 76-38. So going to the line to shoot 2
for the Lady Jacks. And missing the first attempt. A lot of substitutions coming in for both squads right now as Kennedy Harris at the line missed her first free throw attempt. Makes it 76-38. Second shot is good. 77-38 now is our score. So Hayes now comes in for the Lady Jacks, and it's a whole new set of Lady Jacks out on the floor as they have a pretty marginal lead right now, up 77-38. Panthers get it as McCoy is on the floor for the Panthers now. Carter trying to work things out on the right wing, coming back at the top of the key, slowing it down, and 8 seconds on the shot clock. And throwing that one up was McCoy, but to come up with the rebound and the follow through with the basket was Alexis Parker. Parker makes it 77-40 right now. 77-40. Panthers trail. Lady Jacks working the perimeter. Coming in on a 7-game win streak are the Lady Jacks, and they're looking pretty much in control as that was going to be a foul against the Panthers. Harvey will get the basket. Harvey will go to shoot two. Is 79-80. This field free throw would make it a 40-point lead for the Lady Jacks. She does miss it. Rebound picked up by the Panthers. That's coming across is Carter. Carter gets it over to Allen. Allen back out to Carter. Carter looking, penetrating, stops, pulls back, setting things up. Panthers trailing by 39 right now. Cummins still being patient. The shot is up, no good by Bell, and the follow-through in the scrap basket was going to be good for Hicks. Hicks makes it 79-42. Panthers setting back, 17 seconds on the shot clock, and that's going to be a foul called against the Lady Jacks. And it looks like there's going to be Chanel Hayes, the sophomore guard out of Texarkana, Texas, charged with the charge. And the Panthers get ready to go here. They're trying to get it across time, and that ball was just about turned over. It's going to be off the foot of the Panthers. Couldn't quite hold on to that one was Parker. And we have a stoppage of play. So Wyatt will now get an opportunity for the Panthers. Miss Tyler Wyatt, freshman guard out of Cypress, Texas, will come in. Panthers trailing 79-42. Back on attack now are the Lady Jacks. Working down in the paint, turn around, jumper, in and out. No good, and it's out of bounds. And it will be possession for, and discussing that right now, who it last went off. They're going to call a foul on Fisker. No, they didn't call a foul on Fisker. They're going to say it was out of bounds. And they're still trying to figure this out over by the table. Okay, Fisker's going to be called with the foul. So it's second personal foul on Fisker, and they'll come down to the near side of our setup for the Panthers to attempt the free throw. That was a 14 foul, so not the 15 foul. They say it was a 14 foul. So if it's the 14 foul, they have Wyatt at the line right now. They're discussing, so now they finally got it worked out. No free throws for the Panthers, but they did get it figured out. And, of course, it's always a good time to give the officials a hard time when necessary if you're a fan. So the Panthers will get the inbound as coming across is going to be Wyatt. Wyatt tried to get that ball, but it was turned over as the bounce pass could not be handled. And coming back across as they're getting a little
Reckless now in the play. Panthers will get the ball from possession as we have a little time left here in this third quarter. 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Panthers trailing 79-42. Wyatt working the point guard now for the Panthers. Working it, kicking it around now is Carter. Carter gets it, throws a little soft shot, no good. The rebound picked up by the Lady Jacks. And here come the Lady Jacks on attack right now. 79-42 is our score. Shot clock is off. We have 17 seconds remaining in the third period of play. Driving, penetrating, and going to stop the clock momentarily with the whistle. 10.8 seconds remaining as Chanel Haynes will go to the line. There was going to be a foul against Wyatt. Miss Kyla Wyatt gets her first foul. Free throw is good to make it 80-42 now. Lady Panthers trailing. 10.8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter as we have another whistle off the rebound. So that will be the 15th foul against the Lady Jacks. So that will send the Panthers to the line now. 80-42 is the score. That first shot will fall through for the Panthers. Panthers trailing 80-43. Second shot is good as Hayes makes both of her free throws. 80-44. Time running down as it's 3, 2, 1, and that is no good. At the end of the third period, Panthers trail 80-44. A lot of work to get done, and I seem straight to things. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of Waller, Prairie View, and all of the above. We'll be right back.
The Prairie View A&M University Panthers are a member of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, commonly known as the SWAC. The Panthers are a Division I FCS program of the NCAA. The Panthers compete in the following sporting events. From the men's division: baseball, basketball, cross country, football, golf, tennis, and track and field. For the women's division: basketball, bowling, cross country, golf, soccer, softball, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve and partner with the Prairie View A&M University Athletic Department, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. Be sure to visit our website at OBN-Radio.com. The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Elton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about to start our final chapter of tonight's contest between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Jacks. Panthers trailing 48-44. Leading scorer for the Panthers is Alexis Parker with 17 points. Leading scorer for the Lady Jacks is Taylor Ross. She has 18 points. So the Panthers overall tonight, they are 19 of 50 from the field, 38%, 1 of 8 from three-point range, 12.5%, 5 and 10 from the free throw line. So the Panthers now coming back in. Kyler Wyatt is in on defensive paralysis for the Panthers now, as that shot was missed by the Lady Jack coming through on transition, kicking it out, getting it, thought about shooting it, is Bina McCoy. McCoy now working it back up top to Torrey Carter, working at the high post, trying to set things up now. The Panthers going through, and it's going to be a travel call. Panthers getting a lot of the younger players in for some minutes, as that was Ronnie McGee, Ariana McGee. So now they get the inbound in for the Panthers. A little stoppage fire. Now working. Panthers trailing 80-44. Right now you just want everybody to start getting some work in, start getting focused. Panthers will have another game of non-conference status before the season opener will be taking place January the 2nd against Southern University in Baton Rouge. Panthers get the inbound. The turnaround jumper was no good by McGee, but turn around to get that basket will be Alexis Parker. Parker with her 19th point of the evening, 80-46. Lady Jacks on top of the Panthers. Lady Jacks coming to work, working down low, post move, turn around. It is no good. The rebound picked up by McCoy. McCoy gets it across, slows it back up. She swings it across to Parker. Parker swings it over on the far wing to Carter. Carter working, penetrates, stops. Shot is no good, but the foul was called. It's going to be on Hayes, a fourth foul on Hayes. Hayes wears number 4, matching her number with number of fouls. Carter will go to shoot 2 for the Panthers. First free throw is good, and Hayes makes that count. Carter makes that count. Carter with a total of 10 points now. Dominique Newman has come back in for the Panthers. Second shot is good. 11 points now for Torrey Carter. She is the iron woman for the Panthers. Oh, Newman falls down, and she gets back on the rebound on the defensive challenge right now. Panthers trailing by the score of 80-48 here at Stephen F. Austin. And we got another foul that was called against the Lady Jacks. That was Adrian Lewis will now come in. Lewis was making her presence felt early in the contest, working down in the paint as the Panthers come across the timeline. Lewis with a total of 8 points. Carter shaking through the defense. The jumper, no good, too strong, but the rebound is saved by Newman. And here come the Panthers. Allen's jumper was a little too far. They got 4 seconds on the shot clock. They got to get it, but it was turned over. It never did hit anything. Panthers thought they had a new shot clock, but then they had the Holly from the bench. You got to get the shot off. And that is going to be another 2-pointer for Parker. 82-48 now. Lady Panthers trailing. Getting the ball over to Allen. Allen trying to work down low with the bounce pass, going across, and the shot by McGee was no good. Rebound picked up by Lewis for the Lady Jacks. Coming across the timeline now, getting it set up, setting things up, or the Lady Jacks. Number 23, Harvey, working down low to Lewis. Lewis turnaround jumper is no good down in the paint.
saved on the rebound by Harvey, and then it's a missed shot, and here come the Panthers. Panthers with a 3-on-1 break. Good ball movement off the glass, and that basket will count for Jeronia Allen. It is now 82-50. Lady Panthers trail. Lady Panthers trying a little backcourt pressure right now as Harvey gets it across the timeline. 6 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers trailing 82-50. Another 30-second timeout taken right now. So they're going to say a full timeout. I guess if they take a full, I guess we can take a full and be right back with more Panthers basketball action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Tough ride for the Panthers, but we're going to stay right here with them. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Prairie View A&M University live sports coverage exclusively on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. Panthers have a rough night at it tonight, trailing by 32 points, 82-50 right now. Panthers are trailing. Want to remind you that you can follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. We have a Instagram page. It is OBN Radio, and we have what is considered, I guess, old school news now, the Open Mic Broadcast Network site on Facebook. That is OPEN, capital MIC. Open Mic, all one word, Broadcast Network. Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. And just follow us all the way around. Follow Prairie View Athletics at pvpanthersports.com. As we get ready to start the rest of this journey along the way, Panthers trailing by the score of 82-50. I'll remind you that the Panthers will be back in action here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Next broadcast will be on the 28th of December. It'll be a doubleheader. Lady Panthers will be taking on the Lady Aggies of Texas A&M, and the men will be hosting Houston Phillipson at the Baby Dome. So those tip-off times for the women has been changed to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. 1 p.m., and you're going to have the 3 p.m. tip-off for the men. So doubleheader action on channels 1 and 2 at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics. This is a TV televised game on ESPN3. Not wondering what the holdup is. I guess they're ready to release the guys, or the young ladies, I should say, right now, as the inbound for the Lady Jacks, as the Panthers are down by 32, 82-50. Lady Jacks being methodical with 6 seconds on the shot clock, and that shot was thrown up, and it was a whistle blown. Mariah Campbell was charged with the foul, and she was trying to contest against the post girl Lewis. Team foul number 1, as Mariah Campbell goes to the bench. Lachey Haynes will now come in as the inbound with a fresh 30-second for the Lady Jacks. That shot was missed by Lewis, but the rebound and a whistle was blown. We'll get a chance to figure out what that one was all about. I want to say it's going to be inbound for the Lady Jacks. They get the inbound in, working down low to Lewis. Lewis turns around, kicks it back out. There's a long jumper. That one was no good by Parker. Rebound picked up by the Panthers, but then lost, and a foul was blown. Oh, they're going to say it was travel. Okay, so travel was the call. Mariah Campbell maybe just found out because she had 4 fouls. They didn't make mention at the board. We won't say anything about it. But the last stat sheet we had indicated that she had 4 personal fouls prior to that. Now the jumper, the left-handed jumper is no good by Newman. The rebound picked up by the Panthers, getting it out to Hayes. Hayes bounced past it to Parker, gets it back. And, dribbling between the legs, lost a little bit, but gained control of Carter. And then there's going to be a charge called against Newman. And, they're going to call, okay, Newman was not going to be called to charge. They're going to call that one on Haynes. It's going to be a 2-shot call for Newman, 2 shots for Newman. Dominique Newman will let the first one roll off her fingertips, and it rolls in and out as the free throw shooting woes continue for the Panthers on the night. Second shot is good, and that is Newman's first free throw made as she gets her 4th point of the night. 82-51. Lady Panthers are trailing. Coming through now, Lady Jackson is working methodically, and that ball was a miscue, a turnover, and it will be Panthers ball with 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here in the 4th period. Panthers trail by the score of 82-51. Tori Carter coming across the timeline now, setting things up for the Panthers. Gets it to the hands of Allen. Allen spins, turns around, a jumper, no good. Picks up the rebound, was Hayes, and she was mugged. Hayes was mugged underneath the basket. Lewis is looking like, calling on Harvey. They could have called on Harvey or Lewis. Didn't matter on that case. Hayes will go to shoot 2 at the line. Panthers trailing 82-51. Shot up and good for Hayes. Long substitution. Branch will come into the game now for the Lady Jacks. Hayes gets ready to shoot her shot. And that one rolls through and is good. Hayes makes it 82-53. If the Lady Jacks break through the line. 5 points for Hayes. She actually hitting her average, where she averages 5.5 points a game. Panthers working on the defensive end right now. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 82-53. Panthers are trailing. Trying to working down low to Lewis. Lewis turns around with a jumper, and it bounces in, gets a shooter's touch. Lewis makes it 84-53. Panthers get it back across the timeline. Tori Carter looking. Gets it over into the corner. Newman's jumper from beyond the range is no good. The long rebound bounces right into the hands of the Lady Jacks. Lady Jacks coming back, penetrating, throwing the shot up, and it's good. Harvey, good with the assist from Feisker. 86-53, driving through was Carter. And they're going to call that foul against the Lady Jacks. Adrian Lewis called for the foul. We got a media timeout. 86-53 is our score. Lady Panthers trail the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin. We want to take us a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Panthers basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. Keep it where you got it, and I promise you, we'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Radio, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, 87.9 FM, Prairie View, Texas.
Why am I going to college? I'm going to make a difference.
I'm going to do what makes me happy.
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate college.
I'm going to work hard. Be independent.
Live large. I'm never giving up on my goals.
I knew I wanted to go to college.
But figuring out how to pay for it, I didn't have a clue.
The U.S. Department of Education has over $100 billion.
That's a lot of money to help students pay for college.
And the free applications?
You mean the FAFSA?
I did it online. It was easy.
I'm going to follow my dreams.
Make the most of every opportunity. I'm going to find out how to pay for college.
I'm going to college.gov.
Need money for college? The U.S. Department of Education can help. Find out more about planning and paying for college at college.gov.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers trailing 86-53. Carter will be at the line shooting two. Alexis Parker leading Panthers scores with 19 points on the night. Carter with 11 points as she sinks that one to make it 12 points on the evening. Carter is 4 of 9 from the field, and she is 4 of 8 from the charity stripe, make that now 5 of 9. As she sinks that one to make it 86-55. Panthers applying a little bit more pressure right now as they're coming across the backcourt. Carter being a glove on the point guard for the Lady Jacks, forces that turnover, and here come the Panthers. Carter slows it down as trying to return that favor with Lady Jacks. That jumper was no good from in the corner as shooting that three was off for Carter. Now working at the high post, turn around back toward the cup, throws the shot up. It's no good. Good defense by the Panthers. Panthers coming back now on transition. Carter coming across, looking, trying to get Presley over here in the near corner by me. And she is going to Brittany Branch picks up her third foul. It's going to be another shooting foul for the Panthers. Going back to the line will be Tori Carter. Panthers trailing 86-55. Carter's first shot hits the front of the rim. It's no good. Carter has 13 points on the evening. Hayes and Pfister coming in for the Lady Jacks. Second shot on the way. It rolls in and out. Rebound picked up by Parker. Parker kicks it out. The left shot wing was no good by Presley. It would hit the air ball. But the Panthers had it, then turned it over. Presley couldn't handle the pass. So it will be possession for the Lady Jacks. The Lady Jacks will get ready to inbound. Parker guarding the inbound to Harvey. They get the inbound in and working now with a very big marginal lead here, 86-55. A long jumper. That one was no good by the Lady Jacks. Panthers get the rebound, bringing it across, setting it up. In the corner is Parker. Parker goes baseline. Looks, kicks it out. Quick cutting move and a basket. That was good ball movement by the Panthers. Hayes gets her basket, and Hayes is actually having a pretty productive night tonight. As Hayes with 8 points on the evening. Panthers now working, still trailing by the score of 86-57. Just trying to keep work hard now. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Another turnover. Here come the Panthers. Tori Carter leads the charge and gets the kiss off the glass to make it 86-59. Panthers keep plugging, working right away. And all you want to do is finish on. There's another pick and a steal. Gives it back to Carter. Carter off the glass. And the Panthers just got 6 unanswered points. Parker with the steal, gets Carter with the assist to make it 86-61. Panthers still got a road to climb, but they're climbing that road rather feverishly right now. Working the perimeter are the Lady Jacks. A long jumper. It's no good. Rebound picked up by the Panthers.
Here come the Panthers trying to make it an 8-0 run. Gets it to Allen. Allen has to slow it down and try to get it down low, and that ball was broken up by Harvey, and here come the Lady Jacks working down across the perimeter, trying to set up and shoot. 86-61 is the score. Panthers trailing by 25 points right now. Working down low in the paint. That shot up and finally good. Harvey makes it 88-61. Carter coming back quickly with the timeline, drives, shots, and could not get the basket to fall through, but the foul was called. Third foul on Harvey. 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers will drop to 5-6 through this early season, heading into their final non-conference game against Texas A&M. Shot hits the front of the rim, no good by Carter. So Bina McCoy will come in now with 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers are trailing by the score of 88-61. Carter ready to shoot her next shot, and that one is good. As Wyatt will now enter the game for the Panthers. As the Panthers apply a little trap in the backcourt, Lady Jacks getting it across the timeline now, working. 88-62 is the score. Panthers trailing. 1 minute remaining in the contest. Lady Jacks will go to an 8-game win streak. There's another turnover. Panthers driving, penetrating now. Stop pulls that over, right over here to me. And the bounce pass was a little bit off. It's going to be another turnover for the Lady Panthers. Lady Jacks will get it. 44 seconds remaining in the contest. Lady Jacks up by the score of 88-62. Turnover by the Lady Jacks. The Panthers will get it. Working now, trying to get it across the timeline is Wyatt. Wyatt gets it across, penetrates, kicks it out, winging it over to McCoy. There's a jumper for three. It was no good. And here comes the long pass, I should have said, not the jumper, as that will be a possession for the Panthers. McCoy waiting here on the left wing. Panthers have 19 seconds remaining in this contest. As penetrating is Wyatt, sets the jumper up. It's no good. Hit off the front of that jumper, as that was Cage, who was not able to make that basket for the Panthers. Jay Cage now in for the Panthers as we get to the waning seconds here of this contest, as 88-64 with a long jumper, no good. McCoy tried to shoot that one off the steal, and that will take care of this contest. The Panthers end up losing by the score of 88-64 is our final score here. 88-64, the Lady Panthers fall to the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin. We are going to take us a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our post-game report started right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Panthers lose to the Lady Jacks here in Nacogdoches, Texas. Riley Harvey was named as the player of the game. She had 19 points. We will take a break, and we'll be right back with the start of our post-game report.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Alton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
Special about Prairie View is the history. The history of Prairie View is all about inviting our students to come into an institution of higher education and to put their best effort forward.
The most special thing about Prairie View A&M University is our college of nursing.
The fact that the administration and the staff actually and the faculty actually work together to help the students.
My favorite component of this university is the relationship that faculty has with the students, and it's a very positive environment. Faculty works very well with the students in developing the students inside and outside the classroom.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our post-game report. Right now, the Lady Panthers end up losing by 24. The score was 88 to 64, I should say. 88 to 64. Lady Panthers fall short. Leading scores for the Lady Panthers on tonight was Lexis Parker. Lexis Parker had a total of 19 points. She was accompanied by Tori Carter, who had a total of 18 points. Overall, tonight's performance can be summarized with field goal percentage, free throws, and the lack of three-pointers. Panthers, 25 of 66 from the field for 37.9% from the field, 1 of 14 from three-point range. That was a dismal 7.1%. 13 of 22 from the charity stripe, 59% for the Panthers. Panthers did have a total of 40 rebounds. They had 19 offensive rebounds, 21 defensive rebounds for the Panthers on the night. Panthers ended up with a total, as we mentioned, 25 of 66. 25 of 66 from the field. Leading score for the Lady Jacks tonight was Riley Harvey. She was 6 of 12 from the field, 1 for 1 for three-point range, 6 of 7 from the charity stripe. She had a total of 5 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, and she had, as we mentioned, 19 points. She played a total of 26 minutes. For the Lady Jacks, they were 28 of 60 from the field for 46.7%, 6 of 14 from the three-point range for 42.9%, and 26 of 32 from the free throw area. And so with that being said, the Lady Panthers gave up 81% from free throw lines. You had in the paint 38 points for the Lady Panthers. That is a good night. 38 points in the paint. 13 of those points were off of turnovers. 17 second chance points. 12 points off the fast break. The bench was outscored. Only 8 points for the Panthers off the bench. 26 for the Lady Jacks. Lady Jacks had 14 points off of the rebound. Off of fast breaks, I should say, 10 second chance points, 28 points off of turnovers, and 40 points down in the paint. The Lady Jacks had a total
as a team, 18 turnovers, while the Panthers had a total of 21 turnovers. So the Panthers, rough night on this evening, will fall to 5-6 overall. We've just gotten word that Coach will be here momentarily for the post-game report, and that is always kind and nice of them to be considered in such a time as this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take us a break, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have Coach Raven Justice lined up for our post-game report. You're listening to Panthers basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Radio, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, 87.9 FM, Prairie View, Texas.
Why am I going to college? I'm going to make a difference.
I'm going to do what makes me happy.
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate college.
I'm going to work hard. Be independent.
Live large. I'm never giving up on my goals.
I knew I wanted to go to college.
But figuring out how to pay for it, I didn't have a clue.
The U.S. Department of Education has over $100 billion.
And that's a lot of money to help students pay for college.
And the free applications?
You mean the FAFSA?
I did it online. It was easy.
I'm going to follow my dreams.
Make the most of every opportunity. I'm going to find out how to pay for college.
I'm going to college.gov.
Need money for college? The U.S. Department of Education can help. Find out more about planning and paying for college at college.gov.
You want to know what Boy Scouting is all about? Boy Scouts of America program has 3 specific objectives, commonly referred as the aims of scouting. They are character development, citizenship training, and personal fitness. If you have a young man between the ages of 11 and 17 and you live in the Houston area, dial 713-659-8111. On my honor, I will do my best.
Teenagers and their mood swings are well known. But what if their normal reaction to the stresses of life develops into depression? Hi, I'm Dr. John Hellerstedt with the Children's Health Minute, presented by this station and TextCare, connecting families with CHIP and Children's Medicaid. Genuine depression in teens can be hard to spot because normal teen behavior is marked by ups and downs. Some signs of depression include excessive sleeping, a change in eating habits, faltering school performance, even negative behaviors like substance abuse or shoplifting. Never ignore the signs of teen depression. Consult your family physician, who may refer your child for further evaluation and treatment. It's never a sign of weakness if your child needs professional help with depression.
Keep your kids healthy. Call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-NOW for information or when it's time to renew your children's health insurance. That's 1-877-KIDS-NOW. TextCare in sickness and in health.
Did you know that most juvenile crimes happen between 2 and 8 p.m.? How can we stop that? One way to stop that is to have a strong after-school program. After-school programs give kids a place to be and are meaningful activities. Did you know that at most schools they have a lot of after-school programs? They have programs like Lego League to scrapbooking. Why join? The programs have been shown to raise kids' grades. 2 out of 3 kids raise their grades. It doesn't cost any money. During this economy, schools understand how tough it could be to pay. So you can come and be free of drama of the world and have fun. The club say around is people join. So join today by joining with friends. Don't wait. Join today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with your post-game report right now being made as the Lady Panthers fall
to the Lady Jacks here at Stephen F. Austin by the final score of 88-64. Lady Panthers could not get their factors together, if you will, in particular from all parts of the offensive board. But before we get into that, let us thank our supporters and sponsors of tonight's broadcast as we await the arrival of Coach Raven Justice. I want to thank those good people from Edmonds Insurance Agency located at 1202 Alliance Street in Waller, Texas. Their phone number is a toll-free number, 800-372-9122. Also want to thank Larry's Automotive. Larry's Automotive located at 30540 FM 1488 in Waller, Texas. You can call Larry for full service, 24 hours a day towing, and a whole lot more. Give him a call at 936-931-5566. Cannot forget Lone Star Community College. Lone Star Community College, if you're interested in working in the healthcare field but not real sure on where you want to start, you need to visit lonestar.edu/Tomball and check out their career training opportunities available to motivate students and improve surgical, technical, pharmaceutical backgrounds and all kinds of nursing opportunities and much, much more. All you got to do is remember that at Lone Star Community College of Tomball, it's all about you. Also want to thank attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. His phone number is 979-826-8006. Gunderson's Bookkeeping, located at 40644 in Business Highway 290 in Waller, Texas. Their phone number is 936-372-2661. Want to thank District Attorney of Waller County, Elton Mathis. He is a supporter of Waller County Athletics. Trinity Christian Learning Center, located at 2903 Boris D. Arc in Waller, Texas, where love and learning connects. Call Janet Curtis, who is a PV graduate, at 936-372-8292. Want to thank Garland Harris Jr., also another PV graduate and a member of the 2009 SWAC football champion Prairie View Panthers. Mr. Garland Harris Jr. is with Kellen Williams Metropolitan Realtors. You can reach him at 621-8001 extension 2464. They're located at 5050 Westheimer Road, Suite 200 in Houston, Texas. And, of course, Temple of Refuge Ministries, located at 45372 Old Highway 290 in Prairie View, Texas. Lady Panthers fall short tonight to the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin here in Piney Wood Country by the score of 88-64. We were awaiting the arrival of Coach Raven Justice. It appears that we might not be able to get her for this post-game report, but that is quite understandable. I want to remind you we have more Panthers non-conference basketball action coming up here in the very near future. Matter of fact, on the 28th of December, the Panthers will be taking on the Texas A&M Aggies on the road. The Lady Panthers will be on the road. That tip-off will be at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Men's action will be back on the hardwood the same day, December 28th at 3 p.m. They'll be hosting that one at the Baby Dome. So we'll be hosting that one at the Baby Dome at 3 p.m. You can listen to both of those games right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, OBN-Radio.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. Also, follow us on Instagram at OBN Radio. And don't forget to like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. That is OPEN
capital M-I-C, and it's all one word, Broadcast Network. Want to also remind you, high school basketball will be featured right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We will have the local of all of Waller County, of course, the Waller Bulldogs, the Hempstead Bobcats, and the Royal Falcons. We'll be having basketball coverage for Vashon Wolverines in St. Louis, Missouri. So we got a whole lot going on. Keep in contact, keep in tune with the latest and the greatest that's going on here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our time is just about up. The Panthers fall victim to the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin by the score of 88-64. We are going to sign off for this evening. Want to remind you and share with you all to have a wonderful, safe, Merry Christmas and enjoy your family. Remember the reason for the season. I'm Dr. Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. On behalf of our staff, family, and friends, we bid you all a very farewell, a wonderful good night, Merry Christmas. We'll see you before the new year. Be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side. Good night. The following sports broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Thanks for joining us on today's broadcast. You can follow us all season long right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network by visiting our website at OBN-Radio.com. Listen throughout the season for more exciting student athletic coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.